So before you got sick,
Yeah. 50 Cent was my enemy.
so you'd wake up thinking about him, go to sleep thinking
He
about
was
him.
on my mind all the time, like how I let this guy rob me. You know what I mean? And 50 Cent,
How do you rob you?
Yeah, Bill, can you get into that?
he signed me up on an amazing deal when I was like 27 or 28 years of age. Signed me up on a 3-year deal. It was life-changing money. 50 Cent took me to the cleaners, you know what I mean? He robbed me blind. But I made a decision when I was diagnosed with cancer that I was going to forgive him. And I was going to forgive anybody that ever wronged me in the sport of boxing.
So before you got sick,
Yeah. 50 Cent was my enemy.
so you'd wake up thinking about him, go to sleep thinking
He
about
was
him.
on my mind all the time, like how I let this guy rob me. And my lawyer told me, he said, listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you take this fight, you're never going to get paid properly again. I'm just letting you know. You can make the decision. I was like, Adam, we're all the way in New York right now, and how many people have come over to support? I got to take the fight. He's like, but I'm telling you, if you take the fight now, if you walk into that ring, we will never get paid correctly ever again. When I finally got to the point where I needed the money from 50 Cent, and I rang him and said, look, I'm in dire straits and things aren't looking good. He said, I'm going to sort it out. And at the time, he owed me 1.1 million and 50,000 US dollars, which at the time
What's that equate to Aussie dollar?
At the time, it was about 1.7, 1.8 million.
That's some coin, bro.
It was life-changing money for
That's
me.
some coin, yeah.
And I rang him and I explained to him that I'm in the hospital and I'm in dire straits, and this is in 2015. And he said, I'm going to sort it out right now. He put $50,000 in my account and then liquidated the company.
Is that how we sorted it out?
That's how he sorted it out. And then when I rang him and said, the money's short, he said, that's all you're getting. And then I made a decision when I was in hospital that anybody that ever wronged me, I was going to ask them to forgive me if I've wronged them, and I was going to forgive them if they wronged me.
Did you physically do that?
Yes.
So did you?
I rang somebody in 50 Cent's team and said, look, I don't want to talk to 50, but I want you to tell him something. Tell him that I forgive him. And he goes, brother, you got it wrong. And I said, what do I got wrong? And he goes, he's supposed to ask you for forgiveness. And I said, no, you got it wrong. And he says, how do I have it wrong? I said, he's been living in my mind rent free. The minute that I forgive him, I set myself free.